wondering, no, this isn't my hotel room in London. And no, I'm not even in London. I'm currently in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I have 3 more flights until I get to London Sunday morning at this point. So basically what happened, there was a fire at Heathrow, or not at Heathrow, there was a fire at a substation that controlled the power at Heathrow, and all the lights on the runway had been turned off, and we had to be, along with hundreds of other flights going into England at the time, diverted back to where we came from. So you can just imagine my face when this came over the loudspeaker on my plane.
80-degree turn. We are headed back to Charlotte. Let me tell you what's going on. There was a huge fire in the power substation at London Heathrow. The runways have lights, but there's no power at all the terminals, and they are not accepting flights into London Heathrow for the next 22 hours. Gatwick and Manchester were not accepting flights, and then they changed their mind and said they are accepting flights. But we are so far away from those airports that by the time we get to Gatwick or Manchester, there will be no room for our airplane because all the other airplanes are diverting to Manchester and Gatwick, and that's why we're returning to Charlotte. We will be on the ground in 3 hours and about 24 minutes. Some of you may have noticed on the TV.
Right now, I am leaving tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. At 1 p.m. from Charlotte, we fly to Boston. And then from Boston, we go to Dublin. And then from Dublin, we will be flying into Manchester, where we will take a train into London and finally get to our hotel and back, and hopefully resume this to the best of our abilities. Nothing you can do in these kind of situations. Just sort of go with how everything happens, and do the best you can do. There's nothing you can really do when these kind of things happen. You sort of just roll with the punches. But still excited to be going to England. Obviously, still get the opportunity to go. The trip isn't completely canceled, which is great. And I will hopefully be getting some recording from the next few flights from Boston to Dublin, because obviously didn't anticipate, obviously we're only going to be staying at the airport in Dublin, but didn't anticipate going to Ireland through all this, so pretty cool, I guess. Hopefully get a beer at the airport and see how that goes. What's up? We just got here to London finally. It's early Sunday morning, about almost 9 a.m. here. Just about to hop on the train, and we got about a 5-hour ride to our hotel. And once we get there, we're probably gonna nap for about 6 hours and decide what we want to do later. But try and get some footage from the train ride. It's not an amazing day out, but still should be able to get some good shots across the countryside. So see what happens.
right, now we're here.
Yo, so I just got back from a bit of exploring London at night. So the Spurs match, I wasn't able to get a lot more footage because it was honestly, it was a cool match, but the Spurs won like 6-2, so it wasn't, all too a exciting match. There was a few cool goals though. Tomorrow we have tomorrow we have the England and Latvia World Cup qualifier. So definitely we'll be getting a lot of footage from that. We'll be going to Wembley, so looking forward to that, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.